Please rate the following modes of Guilty Gear Strive Open Beta. Network mode, open lobby. Very bad. So, I mean, what needs to be said about this lobby, right? I mean, it is... it is like, just, it's terrible. I mean, aesthetically, it looks awful, and then it just does not function, and then it's just poorly designed. Why am I physically looking for opponents, you know? Why am I walking around a room physically looking for someone to fight? Like, that should never be my responsibility as a player. Like, in a fighting game, or any sort of matchmaking game, you should always just click, I want a match, and then you should just be connected with other people that want matches, you know? So the idea of quick match that they have is amazing, because I love the fact that if you do quick match, you bypass the lobby. You don't go to the ugly lobby. You bypass that, which is what we all want. And then they have that option of keep same environment. That way you don't get any extra loading screens. Like, let's say that let's say like in this game, like in DBZ, let's say if I were to do a match against a Bardock on this stage, you know, a Bardock with that same team, if we had that option here, once the match is over, the stage and the characters are already loaded, so there's no loading screen. Once the match is over, I'm just immediately looking for a match again, you know? And so, like, you're saving a lot of time in between matches, because in 99% of fighting games, once the match is done, you gotta hold, like, at least, like, 1 or 2 loading screens before you can start looking for matches again. But in Strive, you're back in there instantly. You're looking for matches right away, and I love that. It's a great idea. 5 out of 5. Love it. Training mode, I'm gonna say good. I can't say very good for one big reason. No frame data. I don't know if that's only for the beta, or if that's or if it's gonna be in release, but it's just right now. But that's one thing in the training mode. No frame data. That's a big problem, especially for a game like that. Okay, so I think this is the easy stuff. Please rate the following aspects. Character visuals. I mean, what needs to be said? The characters look outstanding. Like, I mean, it's actually ridiculous how good the characters look. Character animations, again. Stage graphics. Okay, actually on that, I'm gonna say good. I would say very good. I would. But I don't like the lighting on some of the stages. Okay, here's one. Round start, win/screen visuals. I gotta give that an average. I think the win quotes and the round start quotes are very bland. I think, again, they went backwards. Because in Grand Blue, like, I'm just comparing this to other Arxis games. In Grand Blue, they have, like, the NRS style intros where it's like everybody says specific things to each character, and then everybody has multiple intros depending on who initiates the dialogue. And I love that kind of stuff. But it's like even if you just compare it to the previous Guilty Gear game, I think it's a huge step down in, like, creativity and, like, you know, flashiness. A visual direction of the camera movement. I'll give it a good, because that hard zoom still takes some getting used to. I think the camera's fine for the most part, but the zoom on the counter hits, that's definitely something you have to get used to. Battle effects, I'd say, are very good. I love the battle effects. Battle system, good. There's a lot of things I like and some things that I don't agree with. Sound BGM, I'd say very good. Sound effects, very good. Voices, I mean, they're always amazing. Please rate the comfort of the online battle. I can't say enough about how great the actual connection is. The connection, like I was saying this earlier, the connection is so amazing that you don't even think about it while you're playing. Like, you just play and you focus on learning, and you focus on the match, which is exactly what should be happening. You never focus on, damn, am I going to be able to 6P this guy? He's jumping so much. Can I 6P him? You know, is it going to come out? No, you don't think about that. You just think about, I'm going to 6P him. He keeps jumping on me. Stop jumping. You know, stuff like that. Command list, very good. See, this deserves a very good. I love the command list. I love, it gives you a lot of information, and it has a video to actually detail the move. And, like, let's be fair, because I keep using other games As an example, let's look at DBZ. Okay, Ginyu, you know. Ginyu's thought of as one of the most, you know, crazy characters in the game to like pick up, right? Let's look at his command list. Let's look at his command list. Motorcycle forward X. Together we are the Ginyu Force. Performable in air. There you go. That's all you need to know. 236X. Together we are the Ginyu Force. It's performable in the air. Looks complex to me. But yeah, the command list is amazing. Character select. Ooh, that's average. Ooh, that's average. That's definitely average. Network lobby. I'm sorry, I gotta keep dragging this lobby. I'm sorry, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta let it be known. That lobby is buns. Which character did you use most during the open beta? Zato 1. Character did you like the most in GuiltyGearStrive? Zato 1. Tell us about your tell us about your purchase plans. Already reserved a copy. I did it already. Please select what influenced you. I'm just gonna say, long time fan of the franchise. What do you expect to get from the DLC store season pass? All new characters, returning characters. Others, please specify. I'm gonna put it in all caps. Dizzy. Please. The first one I ever played was Guilty Gear X. That was the very first one I played. Then I played X2, and so on and so forth, like all the X2s. Exard. I played, what was the one that was a beat 'em up? I forgot the name of it. I even played that one. What game genres do you play the most? Fighting. What are your favorite fighting games? Choose up to 3. If I were to say, like, right now, I would say these 3. I mean, just call me an Arxis guy. Like, of all the games, if you were like, what game would you load up and play right now? It would either be Dragon Ball, Grand Blue, or Guilty Gear. You know, that'd be, because it's like, I love the Street Fighter series, but I'm not going to play Street Fighter 5, you know, so it's like, you know, like, a lot of these games I like, but it's like, if you ask me, what would you play right now? It's like, hey, do you want to get some matches in blank? I would get on these 3 pretty easily. What is the most important factor when purchasing a fighting game? Where is it? Good network environment. You goddamn right. Lastly, please let us know if you have any suggestions or concerns. Oh man, here's the big one, chat. We have to be concise and professional. So, So if like what? Because they do read these. It's important to remember they do read this. I feel like I do want to say something about the lobby, but I think that's a waste of time. Because if they were going to change that lobby, they would have done it. They would have done it like a year ago. Because I mean, we've been testing this game for like over a year now, and the very first thing we said is, we hate this lobby, get rid of it. And they basically said no. So there's no point in saying, please change the lobby. They're not going to do it. The number one thing I would say would be the Gatlings. Like, it's just weird that they're so adamant about not having Gatlings. Like, and I think it's counterintuitive to what they say this game is. It's supposed to be a game where, you know, new players can comfortably get in and pick it up. And I think removing chains is like counterintuitive to that idea, you know? It's very weird. If I could at least chain my P into my K, then I could do, you know, 2P, 2P, 2K, 2D. And then, you know, it's my turn now, you know? And it's not like that combo would do any sort of damage. It would just lead to a situation where I get to take a turn, you know? It's funny because I wrote a long essay in the other one because there were just so many things that I did not like. But if I'm being honest, in this one, that was really the only thing that like kept bothering me, was the lack of Gatlings. The movement felt fine. I mean, the wall again, I would say get rid of the wall break, but they're not going to do it. They like the wall system. It's built into the game. It is what it is. And people have found tech against the wall finally. Like, I saw that Sonic Fox video. I mean, everybody saw it. Where if you red RC someone on the wall, not only does it reset them off of the wall into a hard knockdown, but it gives you, it gives you that hard knockdown. It takes them off the wall, like out of the wall splat animation, and puts them back on the ground. And it's like, damn, that's actually, like, you know, what we wanted. Like, you know, they did throw us a bone because we were saying, please give us a way to not break the wall. So they did that. That was one of my biggest complaints of the previous beta, was not being able to avoid the wall. They did that. My other huge one from the previous beta was, for the love of God, buff anti-airs. And I feel like they did do that. Like, 6P felt 100 times better in this beta, because in the last beta, 6P felt useless. It felt like it did jack shit. But it's like in this one, it actually, I felt confident, like, if he jumps at me again, I'm going to 6P him, you know? So I feel like most of my concerns have been alleviated already, so I don't want to, like, go on too much of a long-winded spill here. I think really the only thing is the Gatlings. Like, throw us a bone on the Gatlings, and I'll be happy, because I think a lot of the game is that we just have to get used to it, you know? We gotta kind of tweak what our concept is of Guilty Gear, you know, because this is not Exard, and it's not XX, you know, it's not Accent Core, it's none of those games. It's its own thing, and we gotta, you know, take it as that. And it's like, within the confines of that mindset, this is my only complaint, you know? Like, putting all the time I put into other Guilty Gear games aside, when I play this game for what it is, the only thing that really, like, sticks out in my mind is, like, when I get close to somebody and I want to do block strings, my options for block strings in that game feel very ugly and, like, very limited. And it's like, I would like that to be changed. Yeah, I think the game is definitely on the right track for the most part. It's very fun to play, and it's like, and I think there are very few problems, and I think it has a bright future in terms of, like, lab work. I think there's a lot of lab work that can be done for that game, and a lot of things that can be figured out. And I think, like, the biggest thing about that game is going to be the RC system and how far the community takes it. Because I think there's just, like, so many applications of the RC system that we're still not using.